I'd like to have you looking forward. Sit down, let's go. I've got to head out to A&M with the state tournament stuff, so I need to get through this.
Okay.
All right, so just pay attention to what I'm gonna talk to you about, okay? The first thing, I want you to understand, this right here, the order, okay, of importance, the order. I'm at the top. Coach Primo is right after that. All right, captains are right after that. Seniors are after that. Upperclassmen are after that. Rookies down here. Okay, now here's what you gotta understand. To be on a team, you have to understand that part, all right? We got some issues going on, so you're gonna have a chance to talk about whatever issues are going on. But we gotta take care of this right now, because I'm tired of dealing with this, okay? Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? Respect, right here. That ought to be ultimate. Next, okay? And that's because it has nothing to do with me and Coach Primo. I respect him, he respects me. We know that. But I have head coach, he's got assistant coach by, so that's gotta be that way. As a player, okay, any player is as important as another player. But there's a captain that's got a different respect than what the players do. It's reality. You have to deal with it. Okay, might not like it. If you don't like it, move on. Okay, because this is the way it's gonna be. When you get into the rookies, and I have to say rookies because we've got so many new players right now. Why is that important? Because the people that have been here before have already gone and done what you're getting ready to do. They understand that. I understand. A lot of times you'll see me smile when something comes up, when you make a mistake or you talk about something, it's because I've seen it a million times. Okay, that's just my reaction to, I've seen it a million times. I understand what you're going through there. All right, but you've got to give respect that these people have gone through it before. Okay, they've been where you are and grown from that. Then it's time to move on, and this is the way it goes. One question I'll ask you: is there any hazing going on? Does everybody know what I mean by hazing?
No.
Hazing. If I am, how would you explain that, Coach? If I am bullying somebody, you're
Because you're an upperclassman.
You're a freshman, so you have to wash my car, or you have to, that kind of stuff. Abuse in that sense.
No.
Is there anything like that going on? No. What's going on? We're telling, people are saying, let's stop the horsing around. How many times have I said that?
A lot.
100 at least.
Okay, so why aren't we doing it? Why are we not paying attention to, why are we having an attitude when another player does it? Because I'm telling the captains, that's their job. When I'm not there, or I'm not sitting right there, that's their job. And they're supposed to come back to me and let me know. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? I don't take this stuff lightly. This is expected. To be a part of a team, it's expected. That doesn't mean that you're any less of a person. That just means that you have a different responsibility. Okay? Everybody understand that? And it's time we quit trying to fight all that and move on. We've gone a full semester almost. And it's, we should know exactly what's taken up. Trey, I expect heads up. That's disrespectful to me. Do you respect me? And put your head up and listen. Okay, does everybody understand where I'm going with this?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we should not have any issues. What's going on that somebody's asking you to do that you don't feel like you should have to do? This is an open forum right here. You got something, raise your hand and we'll let you talk. What's happening? Yes?
Well, into this, I saw some people will tell me to be quiet, but in turn, they'll turn around like in a minute or so, and they will talk to someone else about something completely different about tennis, and they tell me to be quiet.
Okay, let's figure out what the be quiet is. I don't know. We have to be more specific what was happening. If we're goofing around.
Not really. I'm talking to someone about a game, and someone tells me to be quiet, but in turn, a couple minutes later, they'll turn around and not talk about something completely different about tennis. Even though they told me.
All right. Was that an upperclassman?
Yes.
The senior captain?
Don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Senior.
Okay. So So what we have to do is, your deal is, first of all, what's the right thing to do? What's the right thing to do?
Not,
Huh?
I'm telling them to be quiet,
No, what's the right thing? What should we be doing?
not talking it out like it, I don't know.
Focusing on our attendance. That's the right thing to do. Okay? If you want to address that later, you can address that with that person outside of that situation. But because somebody else is talking, doesn't give you the right to talk. And we talk about this all the time. The captains were brought in with that. We're talking about, hey, now you're on a different pedestal. You're expected to do something, and people are gonna be looking at you. And I understand that. All right, but we're all human. I'm not expecting, I got you. Just put your hand down, I got you.
All right.
I'm not expecting you to be flawless in this, but I do expect you to respect when people tell you something. And I've had to say things way too many times, right? Way too many times. So I feel like that I have earned that, and I feel like it's time we make a move with that. Okay? Yes?
My thing almost like Donovan is that like you know how you said like after the time's over you tell them. Well, you see, we try that, but it
Then
makes
come
it
talk to
worse.
me.
Right,
I do.
or me.
That happens. It doesn't help much.
Here's the
recall
deal.
you
When there's, look, I want everybody to have fun with tennis, but I want them to respect the game. Joking around and laughing where we're not even focusing on what we're doing is not the deal. That's where you get into the issue. And it's a maturity that you will grow out of, but it's something that's expected. Okay? And that doesn't mean that there's other people that aren't doing the same thing. But what, just like I asked Donovan, what's the right thing to do?
Not started. I don't know.
Well, the right thing is to focus on your tennis.
Yeah.
That's the right thing. That's what we're there for. What else we got? Anything else?
I'd rather not say.
What? What's that? Huh?
He's getting on my nerves. If you wanna say something, you need to
Say
say
it.
it's an
Hey,
open
we got an
forum.
open
This is the
forum right
time
here.
to say it.
There's an open forum.
I don't know what's so funny about this. It's a serious talk. Like, if you have something to say it. Don't say, oh, I'm not gonna say it.
And he might be nervous and that's why he's smiling.
Right,
I don't know.
I'll give him that.
It's clean slate tomorrow. Today, let it out. Tomorrow.
Forget
start
about
that.
it?
Yeah. Well, don't not forget about it,
Move
but
on, move on.
It's not like somebody's gonna go up and be like, what's up? Like, just go.
yeah, we're not gonna start.
The deal is look, here's where, and if Coach Primo is doing something wrong, I'm gonna tell him.
Hey, quiet.
If the captain's doing something wrong, I'm gonna tell him. But as a teacher, we criticize in private most of the time. We try to criticize in private. There are times that does not happen, okay? But in the people that have been here 4 years, how many times have you seen me lose it?
Way too many.
Once a year.
Like 3 times.
Just once?
No.
I can remember twice.
Yeah.
Tim and Brady.
Tim,
Well, I even-
and just the other day.
Just the other day, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
who
remember.
lost with Brady once?
Remember when we ran suicides?
Brady, I forgot Brady. But you're talking about very few times, okay? Very few times has that situation come up. But I don't think anybody is confused about my expectations, all right? Are you expected to be able to bounce balls when I'm talking?
No,
No. Are you expected to be behind me when I'm talking?
no.
No, I mean, there's certain things y'all know now. You know it. It's there, you know? DMC room thinks I'm the devil. That's okay. Because it doesn't matter, you know? There's certain expectations, you know? And that's the way I believe. But we gotta make sure we are moving forward from here, just like Camden said. And I'll address it. But sometimes I might address it in private where you don't know I've addressed it. Okay? Most praise is done outward. As teachers, we're taught that.
Absolutely.
Praise in public and criticize in private. We try to do it that way. Okay? So I expect a different deal. And all you gotta do is ask yourself, what is the right thing? What should I be doing? What should I be doing? And it's not that we're that good, that we can just do whatever we want and have a team that can compete, right? That's just the way it is. But you know what? You could be state champions and I'll tell you the same thing, that you're not that good to be able to do it. All right? Because I would also be expecting more. All right? I want this to be fun, but goofing around is disrespecting the game that I love. The game that's been good to me. And will be good to you, provided you give everything you got. Okay? So no more goofing around, let's get to business, and we'll have a lot more fun doing it that way. All right, Coach Primo's got some more things he's going to bring up to you, and I'm gonna head on over
Okay.
there to A&M. So,
All right, I want to talk about John Wooden's 3 rules of respect. Now, John Wooden was a basketball coach. He also went to Purdue University when he was in college a long time ago. If you know who John Wooden is, he is an icon in basketball. 6 NCAA championships back to back to back to back to back to back with UCLA. He is known worldwide as having not only a good basketball team and being a good basketball coach, but having the respect and love of his players. And he only had 3 rules. First rule. Think we can manage that?
Yes, sir.
That's his one major rule, be on time. Second rule. Think we can manage that? Anybody know what the third rule is?
Never criticize.
It means like.
Never criticize a teammate. I had this all down and then I lost it.
Yeah, all right.
I think I know the third one.
What is it?
Yeah, but
I think it's like, don't like respect others how you want to be treated or something.
That's the golden rule.
No, John Wooden, right? UCLA.
I know what it is.
What did it say from
I only know the first one. Profane language?
No
Profanity or whatever, yeah.
That's his only 3 rules.
Yeah. And then who did the coach was?
And the thing is, he gained his respect by keeping this. Okay? Be on time. How many of you can honestly say you've been on time to practice every single day? How many of you can say that? And every hand better go down for this one, including mine.
And what's the point of no profanity?
You're right, he doesn't. I apologize. I
At
can't.
school.
No.
What's the point of 3?
Read no profanity. It's a gain respect. It's a respect thing.
Where's the disrespect?
Where's the disrespect and cussing? It's called respecting yourself.
So because I get frustrated with myself means I don't respect myself.
True. You don't have to cuss. You don't have to cuss to be respectful. You have to not cuss to be respectful. In my book. In
So
most
that's in your
books.
book.
In most books.
Ooh.
Okay? True. Can you work at a place, an establishment, and cuss?
Yeah, it depends on
No.
Okay, now look.
You might get fired.
Oilfield. I give you Oilfield. But a restaurant?
I mean, I do.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
I work at Wings and More and I drop a few bombs.
All right, so that paper I handed out, respect equals value. Okay? And I'm gonna put it up on the board. It should be up there. I just gotta turn this thing on. If you don't have it, sorry, I don't want to put it on.
Very rarely have to.
Here's the deal, and here's the gist of it. Please don't do that to my video. Yes, I'm videotaping this for posterity. There are players that are not here that need to hear this, okay? And I'm doing that for them. Now look. Hold on a second.
Anthony, shut up.
When you play an opponent, if you don't respect them, what value do you get out of winning that game?
Don't get better.
You don't get any value if you beat an opponent you don't respect, right? But if you respect that opponent and the way they play, and you beat them, there's a lot of value in winning that game, right? The same goes for your coach. If you don't value your coach, you don't respect them. If you don't respect them, you get no value out of their coaching. When I got here 3 years ago, I understood these guys that have been here, Dakota, Javier, and April, they didn't have to respect me. And I understood that, because I didn't know the game of tennis, even Travis. Sorry, Travis, I didn't mean to leave you out. My point is, I had to earn their respect. And in the process of earning their respect, I gained value in my ability as a coach. And they gained value in the ability of taking my coaching. I may not have had a lot of coaching advice from tennis, but I had a lot of coaching advice from my experience in life. Okay? Now, respect goes both ways. Right?
Yes.
So in order for me to respect you, I expect you to respect me. And that means when we give coaching advice, we want you to listen. We want you to understand that we actually are talking about things that can improve your game. What value do you get if you come to our practice and, oh, I don't care what he says, I'll just do what I want? What good does it do to come to practice? If that's the way you want to do your tennis game, then go practice somewhere else. Literally, that's what needs to happen. This is the entire thing printed out, that I printed out. This is the whole printout that I printed out. You can't read it. It's just talking about respect for your opponents, respect for your coaches, respect for your teammates. You get no value playing someone that you think is not as good as you, because you don't respect them as a player. But I promise you, if you played that person, you're helping them, and that helps you. One thing I learned as a coach is I became a better player as a coach than I ever could just becoming to some kind of professional and getting advice on how to play the game. Because I had to learn to teach the game. That makes it a lot more difficult to play the game. I had to do the same thing with soccer, didn't I, Kevin?
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about soccer. I don't care if I was trash when I left. I was really trash when I got there. The point was, I got better. And the kids respected me on the team. Now, if you feel disrespected on the court, and you don't feel comfortable approaching a person that's disrespecting you, that's the time you go approach your coach. All right? And if you feel uncomfortable on the court, the way things are happening, that's when you need to say something. You don't need to wait until later, okay? You don't need to wait until later. An incident happened yesterday on the court. I witnessed it. It was not cool. I approached a person that was involved in it, and I said something to him. Then I heard that the guy disrespected me afterwards. Doesn't matter. I don't care what the guy said outside of my earshot. Had he said it to my face, I would have addressed it. But it was brought to my attention, and I don't care. I've got thick skin. I'm an old man. I've heard everything in the book, and I've been cussed out 1,000,000 times. It don't bother me. I'm sure it probably bothers you if you get cussed out. Do I respect him less for cussing me out or saying something bad about me behind my back? I don't care. He's still on the team. I still got to coach him as a player.
He's still gonna listen to you.
And it don't matter. The point is this. If you don't respect your coach, you're going to get no value out of the tennis program, right? And if you don't value your coaching staff, there's no reason for you to be here. Because you're not going to gain anything from it. There's no value in this program if you don't respect your coaches. Okay? Now, I'm not giving you an ultimatum. We want everybody to have fun. If you don't know what you have with Coach Kleinecke, you don't know what you're missing. 26 years as a girls' coach at Texas A&M. Okay? Before that, he was a Bryan High School head coach. After that, he was a head coach at Willis High School. Now he's a head coach at our school. We have an opportunity to become a very good team. I don't care if you guys are seniors. We can do a lot in the spring semester. But you got to want it. And if you don't respect what coach is giving you, you're not going to get any value out of it. If you don't respect the people you're playing with, you're not going to get any value out of the practice. It's up to you. You need to make this decision. We are not the team, we're just the coaches. Y'all are the team. You think you can abide by these 3 rules?
Yes, sir.
I think it's pretty easy. I was shown this when I was in 8th grade basketball. Be on time. Never criticize a teammate. Don't cuss. Guess what? I never became a great basketball player, but I remember that. You have something to say?
Oh no, I'll just listen.
Anybody have any questions about this? Lack of respect on the court's gotta stop, folks.
But still, like, I feel like some people are just listening to this and it's going out the other ear.
Well, if that's the case,
Who is
then,
that?
hey, if that's the
If you
case,
take
listen,
it
hold on,
like this,
hold on,
then
hold on.
yes.
Wait,
But it's not.
if that's the
research.
case, then, if that's the way you feel about this, and you don't respect me as a coach, you can go to another
Oh,
program.
no, I'm not saying nobody specific, I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's going to be that.
Well, let's start tomorrow with a clean slate. Camden said it absolutely correct. We need to get this program off and running. What's holding us back? Us. We are holding ourselves back. The only thing stopping us from being an excellent program is us. We can't get better if we don't try. We can't try if we don't respect each other. That's the truth. You're going to get no value out of this program if you don't respect one another. If you're going to walk on the court and talk bad about someone, whether it be a coach or another player, you don't need to be here. And if I catch it, I promise you, I will discipline it to the fullest extent I'm allowed to. Okay? I don't want to coach by fear. I would rather coach by love and fun. Because that's what this game is all about. You can play this game for the rest of your life. I don't care how good you get, but you can play this game for the rest of your life. I hope to. I hope you do. Sam Walton did until a year before he died. Challenged every manager at Walmart while he was there. You want to come play me? Come to Bentonville. I'll pay for the flight. True story.
Why Walmart?
Because Sam Walton started Walmart. He was the founder.
He was rich. Oh no.
No, his kids are rich.
Wow.
He was humble. Any questions?
I do have a question, but something else.
Does it have to do with respect in this team?
No.
Then we'll ask later.
That's what I'm saying.
Anybody else have questions about respect, value, in this team? Do you respect this team?
Yes.
What do you have?
So let's just say someone doesn't respect me. Should I still respect them back, or is it just
Default to respect.
Default respect, yeah.
Default to respect. If someone's disrespecting you, that's when you need to approach your captains, or a senior, or maybe a coach.
But you should talk to them about it.
You can talk to them about it, but if you're not getting satisfied with that, that's the direction you need to go. This is called the chain of command. Military chain of command, that's what this is called. Business chain of command, whatever. Rookies at the bottom. I hate to say this, but that's true. We have a few seniors that are rookies that are a little higher up. Okay? This is not meant to be a bitch out session. That's not what this is. This is, we need to be on the same page and on the same front. And if we're not going to go forward. Trey, you want to get better?
Yes.
How are you going to get better?
Practicing hard and
Practicing hard and what?
following the 3 steps.
Following the 3 steps. Does that have anything to do with listening to Coach K, maybe? Yes?
respect?
Yeah.
He's not saying you don't, he's just saying like,
I'm asking you if that's what's going to happen. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And if you're out here for fun, that's cool too. We have a few players out here that are no expectation to be a state champion. We understand that. This game is fun. I wouldn't have became a coach if I didn't think it was fun. That's the truth. And I know each one of you that just started this year can attest to the fact that this game is not easy. Okay? And I'm not talking about starting on this team this season. I'm talking about starting the game this year, first time ever playing. Like Kevin, Gus, Carson, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? Look, I respect every one of you. I don't think anybody here is a better player than anyone else, and that's the way I need to coach. It is my judgment call to find out who is better in tiers, but that's not the point. My point is to treat everyone the same, okay? Treat everyone equally. Give everyone the same advice I can, and to give everyone the kind of coaching advice they need, catered to their level. Okay? Now, the last thing you can do as a really bad form of disrespect is to tell a coach, I don't want to practice with him, he's not that good. And I know a few of you players that have done that. And I will never point anyone out. Coach said this last year, and I think it makes a lot of good sense. If you don't practice with someone that's not as good as you, you're probably not good enough to practice with. Because they deserve just as much practice as you do. Right? So despite how bad someone might be out on the court, as far as playing, as long as they're respectful, we should play with them. If they become disrespectful, that's when we need to point it out. Don't go get all hard-necked mad about it, though. You need to be respectful, too. And like I said to you, Donovan, always default to respect. If someone's being disrespectful, say, hey, look, that's probably not a good idea. Probably should act a little differently. I know it's going to be difficult for y'all to freaking default to this, but it's the truth. You have to default this way. I spent 8 years in the military, and I've seen fights break out in the berthings because people don't respect each other. The military doesn't work that way. Let me tell you, there was a lot of people in the brig that night. I wasn't one of them. I was smart. I stayed my butt away from it. Any questions about this? Think we can live by these 3 rules and that chain of command? And remember, you're not going to get any value in this practice if you don't respect the coaches and your teammates. All right.